Hi, it's me. I think I look a little better in the daylight. I had to make this video today because the dream room is here, and I wanted to be the first one to show all of you. You might have seen some pictures along the way, but this is the room for Zach, and it is the most beautiful thing. I feel really comfortable in this room, and in this hospital they've always made us feel really welcome. And this room feels like Zach's room, and I'm so excited. Ty and Jaden are going to come and see it, and Paul for the first time, and I'm going to film them when they come and see it, and I'm going to capture that for sure. I've decided that the best way to celebrate this is to have the same picnics we always had with Zachy. And when Paul was at work, he'd go home and get the kids, and I'd get to see them all, and they'd get to see Zach, and they'd come for a family visit, just like they're coming tonight. So instead of visiting Zach, they're going to visit Zach's dream room, and we're going to have a pizza picnic in the middle of the room, just like we used to bring in pizza and Swiss chalet into Zachy's room when he was here for a few days. And then the hard part was saying goodbye, and I know that'll be a hard part today. But first, the most beautiful thing, and Zachy's world. We start off along this amazing wall with a tree, and we wanted to put Zach's name somewhere in this room for the kids to know exactly who this room was in memory of. And Sarah came up with the idea to put Zachy plus Elmo in the tree as a carving, and I couldn't think of anything more beautiful. And Zachy's papa actually made that, and that's so perfect. He will always have that memory. And as Elmo blows his bubbles, just like Zach loved, all of the smaller bubbles along the wall represent the things that Zach loved to do. One of his favorite things was playing the drums. And the nurses here know that when Zach started feeling better after a few days stay here, he would start banging on the drums in the crib, and they would all be standing at the door watching him and laughing, and he would be putting on a show for them. So we had to have the drums to remind the nurses of when Zach was feeling better. Many of you know that Zach loved Fruit Loops, and look at these amazing Fruit Loops that Leanne drew. She color matched all those silly things, and I still have the last bag of Fruit Loops that Zachy had at Sick Kids just before he died, and he loved Fruit Loops. It was one of the few things he could eat by mouth, and he loved them. I don't know what it was, the color, the shape. He thought they were fantastic. So Elmo has a bowl of Fruit Loops, just like Zach. If you look up here, it is a beautiful book, Zachy's World. And if you see along the spine, it says, la 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 la, la 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 la, Zachy's World. The funny thing about this picture that my mom and dad said is this reminds them the way Elmo was sitting down, the way Zach used to bum scooch, because before he walked, that's how he got everywhere, and he was really, really fast. And the way Elmo's in this bubble actually reminds us of how he used to bum scooch around in the world. So not only does it represent, the books and how he loved books and loved to tear the pages out of them most of all, it really shows how he used to scooch along the floor. One of our favorites is the bubble bath. Zach totally loved the bubble bath. He loved it with his brothers, but he really just loved to play with the bubbles. He loved to be wet. He loved to play with the toys. He and I would play peekaboo while he was in the tub, and I had a shower right beside, and I could see him through the glass, and we'd do peekaboo. And a bath was part of Zach's every single day because he loved it so much. We just sort of did it as part of his fun and his playtime. And this is really, really fun with a rubber ducky, of course. This is one of our favorites, and this was the first bubble that Jaden and Ty actually drew. Last but not least, this gorgeous bubble is Elmo playing basketball. Now, Zachy loved playing with the ball. In fact, he did the sign that was for ba, 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 ba. And he did actually say a version of ball, so that was really one of his few words. I told Ty that we did basketball because that's one of Ty's favorites, and Ty's the big brother and definitely would have taught Zachy how to play basketball. So this is a really special one, especially for Ty. So I'm happy to take you on a beautiful tour of Zacks' dream room and tell you how gorgeous this room is and how much even the nurses are already feeling uplifted by what has been created today. And I would like to say thank you to everyone for making this happen, whether it was a donation of a prize, your time, attending one of our events, sending a tweet to spread the news, or donating as much as you could. You have all made this happen, and I am forever grateful for doing this for Zack. This is Zacks' Dream Room.